Welcome to AFTERBUZZ TV, the Chasing Destiny, episode 3. Houston, we have a problem. Tune in.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Hey!
Back at it.
We back at it. We got a little Kelly Rowland, y'all.
Oh, we got flashing lights too.
It's a party, right?
We're just missing Jesse.
I know. What's up, y'all? Welcome to AFTERBUZZ TV. We will be discussing Chasing Destiny today. Of course, we are missing our boy Jesse.
Yes. We love you, Jesse.
We love you. We miss you. Come back to us next week. I am one of your hosts, DJ Richie Sky. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at DJ Richie Sky. And who am I with?
Niena Drake. You can find me online at Niena Drake, NIENA DRAKE. I'm on YouTube too, but it's everything just Niena Drake, and then my website is nienadrake.com.
Tell it to them, girl.
Yes.
Do they know that you're a DJ?
You know, they know.
DJ to the stars. Come on now.
I do what I do.
She does what she does in the music. Let's get right on down to the music right this episode. We got a lot to discuss with y'all because Houston, we have a problem.
Yeah, we literally had a problem.
We got several problems actually in this episode. I don't even know where to start. I guess actually, you know what? Let's Ambria and the ex.
Mm-hmm. God.
That was disheartening for me.
It was disturbing on a lot of levels. But you know what? I will say this. It's the business and life continues to happen. The show must go on, but life does happen. Mm-hmm. And when you lose someone close to you, thank God his mom, if you guys didn't watch, which you should have watched, her ex-boyfriend shot his mom. And what was unfortunate about that was like it just came out of nowhere.
Yeah, it was so ironic because they were actually about to cut her. Yeah. That was so kind of eerie that she was about to get cut and she gets brought in and she tells them that, like, man, did she know that she was about to get cut? Like, I mean, it was just the timing was so crazy.
But that's life and that's the universe and that's how things work. Yeah. You know, things work out for the good at the end of the day. And they always work out the way they're supposed to.
They work for us.
So thank God the lady survived. Yeah. And, hopefully she's had a speedy recovery at this point. Yeah. And our girl is still with the show and she's doing her thing.
Do you think it was like, in your head, do you feel like it was time for her to go? I didn't feel like it was time for her to go.
But you know what? Overall in the episode, guess what? We still have everybody here. The gang is still in the building, you guys. So why would they have cut her? You know what I'm saying?
I feel like there were some other people they could have cut.
They should have cut a lot of people, okay?
I mean, I got a cut list. But
okay, well, let's hear your cut list. What you got on that list?
Honestly, I mean, let me tell you something. They go in over Gabby.
Yes, they do.
Listen, and we talked about that as we were watching this. She's a beautiful girl.
Absolutely.
Absolutely beautiful girl.
Smart.
A beautiful flower child.
Talented.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I don't get the hype surrounding her.
Well, I said this before, and I think what it is Gabby is so young. She may actually be the youngest one on the show. I can't remember age-wise because there's so many of them right now. But I know Gabby is very young. And she is probably the youngest on the show, if not one of the youngest. Yeah. And I think what Frank sees in her is this potential. He sees like a blank canvas. And maybe that's exciting. That's exciting to Frank because everyone else is kind of not, I won't say damaged goods. They just been through. They got luggage. They got life. They're grown and they've been through some things. And their pain is coming out. And there's two sides of this, right? We can look at it and say, I have a young woman here who has been through life. She has a story to tell. She has something to talk about. And then we have Gabby, who is like an untamed flower. She ain't been nothing but watered and protected from the world and all of its troubles. But it's so funny.
Whenever I see her, all I see is flower. Almost like wallflower, though.
So remember when Rihanna first came out? Right? Yeah. Rihanna was very who is this pure?
I almost feel like they tried to make her like Beyonce though when she first came out.
They tried to make Rihanna like that?
Yeah. I feel like they kind of in her image. You know what I'm saying?
Rihanna came out around a time when everyone else was being very edgy. Christina Aguilera was grinding and doing her thing in the music scene. Yeah. I think Britney was on the men for something, one of her issues.
Yeah, Brittany was going through a couple of things back in that
Brittany
time.
she's still to this day is holding her own. Like Brittany is back. Brittany's back. Okay. I ain't gonna say the other word, but Brittany's back. So at the end of the day, I think what happened is she came out around a time when there were a lot of other female artists that were very sexualized and very risque. And so Rihanna's position, or she was positioned to be a lot more edgier. So with Gabby on this show in particular, Frank sees a virgin. Okay, he sees a very pure blank canvas of a young girl who he can literally mold her into exactly what he wants her to be.
But like as he was telling Sky, and Sky, I'm gonna get to you in a minute, but as he was telling Sky, he felt like she was just so real, and I was just like,
I saw that.
Where?
Yeah. Well, it's not real. It's not real. Frank does not want to say this. Frank doesn't. He can't say this. He can't say that all y'all been through life and y'all rough. We got to put y'all through therapy. And Gabby don't need nothing but some water, literally. Okay, and some weave and some makeup.
Listen. That's what I need. I need
Frank
to see.
Can't say that.
Where is the America's Next Top Model makeover episode? That's what I need. I need real quick.
Gabby and Frank will not say this. I mean, he actually may coming up because they're going to bump heads. Frank and Kelly are really about to bump heads now that he's brought those other young ladies in.
They bumped a little bit this episode.
Yes, but speaking specifically about Gabby, it's like Frank cannot tell because he was having that conversation with
Sky.
No, was it Sky? Yeah, Sky. Sky, you little sneaky girl.
Girl, can we talk about her for a second?
Sky be getting that camera time.
This is her second time going up to them. See, Sky, this is your second, third time going up to them and having these little side conversations about what they need or how much you really like Kelly Rowland and Destiny's Child. It just comes across on camera a little too much.
You feel like it is? Well, I will say this.
I get it, but it's too much.
Sky is
and
here.
I like her.
Sky is here for the camera, honey. Sky, I'm not mad at you, honey. This is a TV show, and you can sing. She did a really good job on that last episode. Sky is a very good talent, and whether this is a genuine thing that she's doing or not, because it can look both ways. I see exactly what you mean.
Exactly.
She can look shady, like she, trying to get extra cool points. She can look, remember in class, like I was that kid that always stayed. I sat in front of the class. I always stayed, and I did extra credit. I never cut class in school. I was the perfect student, and I used to go to class to do extra credit for lunch to guarantee my straight A's. I was a super nerd.
Let me tell you something,
is our super nerd on the show.
While we were in school, we hated you. Right?
Everybody hated me. Oh yeah.
But in life, that's the way you gotta be.
But because,
and you don't realize that till you get older.
But for me, and I'm defending Sky in a way because I feel like it's almost her working harder than everybody else. Yeah. And it's her getting there early, staying late. It's her putting that extra effort in. So while it may look shady on the surface, I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
It can be on the other side defending her, being that extra credit kind of girl, which I've been my whole life. Like, I see what she's doing, and she might be playing the cameras now. I ain't mad at you, Sky, if you are, because this is a TV show. But if she's doing it, I bet you she's getting stuff from Frank that nobody else is, because when he's usually talking to the group, right? Sky be getting him in the corner, like, so, and then she's not even asking specifically about herself. She's asking about other people because she sees that Frank is gravitating toward like Gabby and other people.
Well,
so she's why do you like her more? And Sky is strategizing. That girl probably in the bathroom in the hotel room with a blueprint, okay?
But let me tell you something. Is that the type of person you want to be in a group with, though? Like, if you're the other girl, like one of the other girls, do you want to be in a group with that person?
Sky is acting like Beyonce, okay?
Ooh.
Okay? Sky is strategic about her life right now. Ooh. At least up to the episode that we've seen. In this episode, I've noticed that about her because
I might not be mad at her making the group then. I'm going to write her down.
Sky,
because she wasn't on my list.
You was on the cut list, Sky. He had you on this cut list.
I did. I had her on the cut list. I can't help it.
It's okay.
But you know what? Even Jamie kind of of mentioned that they had favorites. Jamie was the girl that you said looked like a mini Beyonce.
Yes.
She mentioned, okay, they love Gabby. They have their favorites that they call on all the time.
Song is still my favorite. Yes, Song. Now, Song looked a little weak in this episode. I will say that. But I'm gonna say Frank asked her. He saw that. He was like, "Well, why do you want to be here?"
Yeah.
And of course, she defended herself. And they're not gonna let Song go. Ain't nobody in the room got a voice like Song. Let's keep it 1,000.
That's the problem, though. See, she doesn't know how to blend very well. Did you hear? Because she stands out. Oh my God! You cannot sing that powerfully and be tone deaf. Not in a group.
Well, it might throw her off. The thing with her is it may be a matter of her focusing. Like solo, she can sing very well.
Yeah.
But I think this episode and then last episode too, she was a bit off when she gets in a group.
See,
so yeah, that's a problem.
I put Cheyenne, Song, and Kyla as the powerhouses of. So I feel like they're gonna keep putting them in separate groups because they are the
strongest one.
Exactly.
They are the Beyonces
I'm kind
of the
of
group.
trying to figure out which one they're gonna actually keep, because let me tell you something, and I know you love her. I know you got her back and you holding her down.
Don't throw Kayla under the bus.
But it's Kayla, right?
Yes.
I want to say Kyla for some reason, but her attitude, and I know you said,
I Chicago.
I can't give her that excuse no more though.
No, okay, so she was not that bad like this episode. What you mean?
When they were in that group, Lil Ash had to tell them, okay, we don't have to talk to each other disrespectfully. She said that.
Kayla, you just need a hug and some cupcakes and a little, maybe 3 classes of anger management.
And she even kind of acknowledged that each day when you get up, you're kind of working with a different group. And so I'm actually sure that's probably frustrating to someone who probably maybe never sang in a small intimate group, maybe choirs or just solo. But to do that with just like 2 or 3 other girls, and now everybody's got to agree and harmonize.
But it's a part of the process. Like Kayla just gonna have to go through it because it really is a part of the process. Like remember when Destiny's Child was a group initially? They didn't end up ultimately with the same members. So at the end of the day, you're gonna have to work with other people. You got to learn how to play with other people. And so I definitely feel like this is a part of the process, and it's just a little bit more challenging than than maybe some of the others, or maybe she's just more vocal about it because she doesn't, play as she's not used to it.
I feel like
the
she
producers
doesn't play
are
well
banking on that.
They are
here for it.
Up. I don't feel like she plays well with others.
But you're not gonna make Kayla the angry bird, okay? Kayla is not the angry bird.
Kayla is making herself the angry bird.
No, she's not. Kayla, I am here for you, honey. You have a beautiful voice. You can sing your tail off. You from Chicago. I know you are a star, honey, and I'm here for it.
So what did you think about the girls dancing today? Like, trying to learn.
I was not impressed with anything.
Yeah.
Anything.
I feel like they have a ways to go.
This episode as a whole was very blah to me.
Yeah.
I mean, if you are a diehard Destiny's Child fan, it was good for you to be able to see Kelly go back to Houston and all that stuff, but I really could have did without it. I would have rather seen them working more with the girls. Yeah. Like Kelly, we know you've been through the ringer, honey. We know you've been through it. Like, Kelly been through it. She was crying in the car like, Lord, has it been worth it, honey? Like, Kelly has been through it. We know she's been through it. And to her credit, I get it, but it was just kind of drawn. It was like, it made the episode seem longer, right?
It was very, very long. I think for me, the episode is called Houston, We Have a Problem. And the problem in this episode was the trip to Houston. Houston, I love you. I do. I really, really do. But for the episode, it just made the episode seem really, really, really long and boring.
Yeah.
And as a Destiny's Child fan, I mean, I know all this history. We have seen these videos, girl, like for years.
But wait, can we talk about the fact that we did not see Beyonce in that video? Beyonce was like, you are not about to show me looking wretched, okay? They looked a hot mess in that video. And Kelly said it was before like video cameras were invented, I guess, or like real good cameras at least. And Kelly, boy, we saw Kelly, and I don't know who were those girls?
I don't know.
But Beyonce was like, I am not, you better blur my face, honey. Jay-Z, I'm not here for it, okay?
Listen,
no.
I just feel like I feel like I lived through those videos with them while they were doing it. I've seen them so many times.
Yeah.
So I was and every time she went to a new place, I felt as though there were going to be some more singers that came out. But can we, let me go back. Let's go back to her auditions in Houston. What are your thoughts about that?
Hold on. I have a big note here. Girl, bye. The young lady, I do not remember her name. Shimon. Let's talk about Shimon. Shimon was one of she was one of the young ladies.
She was cute.
Shimon almost made it. Shimon, you almost made it, girl. You almost made it. But what Kelly said, which was very important, was she's not better than what they have back at home. Like, yes, she was better than everybody that they had seen that whole day. Which everybody was horrible.
Which wasn't hard.
We could have went in there and did a duet.
We would have been better than that.
Yeah, no. But Cheyenne almost made it by this tear of her weave. But she did not. She was okay, but she had one note to me. Like, she was like, but there was nothing else coming out of her. And so that's why she didn't make it. And I just felt like the young lady that got on her knees and prayed in the room. We are here for a prayer, though.
Narisa, is that your name?
I don't know.
Girl, where are you at? I hope you are watching this show. Let me tell you something. Don't you ever go into another audition and pray behind a chair. Don't ever do that.
Listen. Let me tell you something. You know what? I say this. We are here for a prayer.
I'm here for it too. Don't get me wrong.
All night. I'm here for a prayer.
Exactly.
But what I think happened. I'm gonna tell you what I think happened behind the scenes
tell us what happened.
That we did not see. Is that this young lady was probably in the hallway praying, okay? And the producers...
As you should probably do.
Yes, absolutely. It was probably more appropriate. And you don't have to let somebody see you praying in order to feel like your message is being heard by whoever your God is or whatever, right? And so I feel like what could have possibly, I'm not saying this is what happened because we don't know what happened. What could have possibly happened is that the producers of the show may have actually saw her in the hallway, quite dramatic on her knees, praying, like in a moment. And they were like, honey, but you can pray inside. Don't you think you should pray in the room you're going to be in? You need to spread that energy in there, right? Like, I feel like they may have tricked her. She got in a trick bag.
And they told her to go behind the chair too?
Because.
Or do you think she improvised on that part? Because I was just like, that was light.
No,
Kelly was
I'm gonna
like,
say this.
Wow.
But wait a minute. Some people are always told to
go behind the couch.
No, not go behind the couch, but be submissive in your prayer, right?
No, I get
and some
that.
people are always told to kneel. You never know what somebody's praying style is. Everybody got their own praying style.
I get it. But what I'm saying to you is, to do it and have done it in that particular setting was just a little
It was very
eccentric.
weird. It was very weird. It was very awkward. And like I said, I think what happened was she was in the hallway praying. Now you can tweet us, honey, and let us know if this is correct.
Please let us know. Like, we want to know. Because then my next thought was, she done prayed up. She about to blow the roof off.
Yes, we thought she was going to kill it, right?
I thought she was going to blow, and she did not. She just blew.
She blew her chance at getting on the show is what she did. She blew her chance of being in the group, and she could not sing. But we do want to know if you were putting the trick bag as far as like praying. But
let us know.
But we appreciate. Yeah, I'm here for a prayer all day, every night. I prayed before I walked in the studio today because I believe in that. Okay, but it was very awkward in the midst of the episode, right? It was very awkward.
I was just kind of like. Oh.
And shame on Kelly though, low key, for like side eyeing her. I get it. I understand why she did it, but she didn't. But she should have been like, I respect that.
But I think she was just maybe caught off guard because, like I said, if she had done a 1-2. And then brought it back up.
That's what people usually do.
Yeah, but because it was so dramatic.
It could have been. Let me tell you how it could have been up the notch. She could have asked Kelly and her assistant to get up and hold hands, and they could have prayed together. Now, if you really want to shine, you do that. You hold hands in the room when 2 or more are gathered, okay? So that's what she could have done. Now, she was dramatic in her own little bubble behind the chair, which was very awkward. I've never seen anyone do that.
I've never seen it either.
But I respect her for taking the moment that she needed. I do feel it was not necessary at all. Not that it was
not that it was bad. It was just
unnecessary. It was unnecessary for her to do it in front, in like the way she did it.
I love that they had the gospel music playing while she prayed.
That was the producers. Trust me, I've produced many shows, okay? And I know what happens behind the scenes. They was like, yes, they saw her in the hallway. Look, what was her name? They saw her in the hallway. Narisa was in the hallway on her knees, and she was like in a moment, and the producer's like, wait a minute. This is good visual, okay? They took that visual and they put it where they needed it to be. Everybody won. Kelly got a side eye. The girl got a prayer in. She got some FaceTime. The producers got they 20, 30 seconds.
The irony is that shortly after she prayed, they went to church. And they did. They visited Kelly's church.
And I hope they prayed for her voice. Because girl, Darnisha's voice was horrible.
She was not good.
So no one in Houston was good.
No one in Houston was good, and we got a tour of Houston. Thank you, Kelly.
Let me tell you what was odd about this. Every time they would cut back to Frank in L.A., they would cut back to Kelly in Houston, and I always was like, wait, is Kelly back in L.A. yet? I was confused. I was like,
you just wanted her to be back in L.A.
I just need her to be back in L.A. getting back to business.
Right.
That's all.
Because she didn't find no girl, so it was just like, okay, let's just go.
Right, and after she had done the mini auditions, I felt like what they should have done is in reverse is actually showed her at church first. I don't care if it was out of sequence or not as far as time goes. Show her in church, do the little tour first, then do the auditions. Like, this is what I'm here for, and I'm gonna do these auditions, and I'm gonna make sure that, and then after the auditions, after that sequence of her watching her little VHS tape and being at church and reminiscing about her time there, then show the auditions, because the way that they cut the episode up, it was confusing. You know what I'm saying? Because I always thought she was back in LA.
Did you? I kind of felt like the purpose of this episode was to maybe shine the light on that she can't get rid of these girls so quickly, that she needs to take more time.
She's getting an emotional attachment to them, which is a good thing. I think that's actually a good thing. And
it's
Frank
a good
said
and
it.
A bad thing.
Well, yeah, but it's better of a good thing, because without an emotional attachment, it would have been easy for them to let them go.
Do you think, as a viewer, that at this point you're getting the same emotional attachment with these girls?
Well, I have my 3. They're the same 3.
Oh, wait. Don't do it, because I want to wait till the predictions to do it, because I want to tell you mine too.
Right, I have my same 3. It's been consistent. No one new has wowed me or anything like that.
Yet.
No, I have my same 3 that I'm rooting for. Now, whether they're gonna, what's funny is they haven't been all grouped together yet. My 3.
Really?
Two of them have. You know who they are. Well, you know who most of them are.
I know one of them at least. Oh my God.
Shout out. Yes. but I'm curious to see when they do start cutting what's gonna, who's gonna kick. First of all, everybody's gonna cry. That's what we want. Looking forward to the tears. But I really just hope that all the girls, which I think is the best thing about this show, the girls are gonna learn something, right? They're gonna learn that whether this is something that they actually want to do. Because this business is no joke. Anything under the entertainment umbrella is no joke. It's Real Live 95. And if you're not ready to deal with the intensity of this business, it's going to stand out and be very apparent quickly. And so I feel like this show is putting them through that test. And it's helping Kelly narrow things down. It's solidified to her that she actually does want to pursue this as a next step. And it's giving her, something to do to stay in the, after being a mom and doing that, for her to still be attached to music in a good way and feel like she's giving back. And I think that's the beauty of the show, for all the good things that it is doing for these young ladies. And, American Idol is bye-bye. So we have, another platform to give these young aspiring artists a chance to shine. And I think that's the beauty of the show.
And there was so much, so many people were connected to shows like Making the Band and stuff like that. So I think it's good to have brought this back and for us to hopefully fall in love. And I feel like I'm not necessarily getting enough of the girls though.
Well, you know what it is.
I kind of want a little bit more.
There's too many people in this episode. It's just, I mean, in the show right now, well, the only people that are stuck are Frank and Kelly, right? We're confused. There's too many young ladies that they have to pick from. They need to start cutting people, because I can't keep up with all the names.
I'm kind of ready.
And then Miss Tapioca, honey.
Oh my God.
I thought you were gone. Where the hell did you come from? Like, I totally thought she was gone. Like, I'm like, what are you doing here?
You are not here for Tampico.
What is?
I think that's her name.
Is it Tapioca? I swear.
Somebody let us know.
Honey, let us know what your name is. I get upset when people mispronounce my name. I don't want to be, I'm not being disrespectful. I'm just saying, like, I thought her name was Tapioca. I'm not even trying to be funny. I'm going to go back and watch.
She's still hanging on, as is everybody.
But let me tell you what's interesting about this. Why have we not heard her sing? Did you notice that? She's in the room talking, and she's filler for like B-roll when they're walking in the hallway. Yeah. She's filler for like, I don't
think that she's gonna be that lead vocalist type,
or at least not that powerhouse. Her sing at all.
So so let's talk about real quick the fact that Frank had went and got some other girls from before.
So when Kelly went to Houston, right? When Kelly went to Houston, while she was gone, while the cat was away, the mouse went out to play,
and Cat went and got some new ones.
Yeah, Frank went and got some new ones. But
thoughts on the new girls?
I think complicating it any more than it already has is a waste of time. Now, I understand what Frank is doing, but what I feel like they need to do is handle what's already in front of them.
Right.
Because it's just going to be too complicated. Like, you already don't know what to do with these girls. Like, focus in on what you have in front of you, eliminate who you need to keep, and, add and subtract from that equation first before you go add another one.
I feel like they've seen enough from these girls, at least some of them, to know that you're not going to fit.
Absolutely.
You're not going to fit with this group that we are kind of trying to put together.
But I'm going to tell you what the problem is, and what I think the conflict is internally between Frank and Kelly. Now, they bump heads a lot. Frank is attached to his earthy girls, his very eclectic, unique girls.
Why?
Kelly is got this emotional tie to basically tell the ones who've been through the pain their stories, right? So Frank's girls ain't got no story. His eclectic girls ain't got no story yet. We don't. If they do, we don't know what their story is, right?
Yeah.
And then Kelly's girls they've been through life, right?
Yeah.
So we have two different types of young ladies on this show, and Frank and Kelly are fighting, like they're like battling, they're fighting for their teams, so to speak. Okay? And that's where the problem's coming in. That's why they haven't eliminated anyone, and we're in the third episode. They gotta eliminate somebody.
Oh, I need to see some eliminations in the next couple of episodes. So
have to.
Let me ask you a question, and I know this is like getting outside of the realm of necessarily predictions, but let's talk about favorites thus far.
Yes.
Who would be your group at this point? Because I think it's going to be interesting to see. I want to see if this changes at all between now and the end.
So I don't necessarily have a group yet. I have my favorites.
Okay, who are your
My favorites aren't necessarily the group because I haven't seen them together. Right?
Okay.
So I can't tell whether they're going to mesh together. I know they all, as individuals, sound beautiful. They're all the women on the show are beautiful. They just are. They're
really
beautiful.
A bunch of beautiful girls.
Yeah, and I just think they're all really talented, but I think these girls that are my favorites are very special. They have a God-given gift, and can't nobody take that away from them. First, song.
I knew you were gonna say she's nowhere on my list.
You know who Song Monroe physically, without hearing her, she reminds me of Chrisette Michele. Chrisette Michele is so gorgeous, like beautiful. She's like cute. She's like so cute and adorable, right? So she's that cute friend you have.
Okay.
Kayla is the girl from Around the Way. Right?
I knew you were gonna
she's
have that
like
Kayla
your cousin. She's your cousin. You know that she's not striking when she comes in the door, but there's something very powerful about her that you don't know what it is, and it's her story and her voice.
Yeah.
My last person is Cheyenne.
Okay. See,
so we agree
on Cheyenne.
Absolutely, we agree on Cheyenne.
Absolutely, we agree on Cheyenne because I feel like I didn't remember first episode. I wasn't really here for Cheyenne
because Cheyenne was crying in front of Kelly. That's why.
But I'm here for her now because I've seen what she can do. I just feel like Kayla might just beat up everybody in the group at some point just because she done got angry with them. Granted, the girl can blow. I'm not even arguing with that.
She hasn't even got aggressive like that. There's so many more aggressive people on shows.
Okay.
Kayla, I am here for you, honey.
My other picks are I have a 4-girl group, obviously, in my head right now. Because listen, I'm thinking I need.
So this is the group. These are not just favorites.
These are my 4 favorites that I would like to see
together.
Okay. I'm gonna say Cheyenne. I'm going to say, now I know they almost kicked her out, but it's something that I like about Ambria. I don't know what it is.
She's a good she's a good back singer. Like she's like a helper.
She looks good visually. I feel like she can dance. Safe. She is a safe bet.
She's safe.
I'm gonna go ahead and say it, Alex. I have her in my head as being in the group. It's something that I like about her. I
have to ask you something about her.
Okay.
If Alex did not have that platinum blonde hair, would she stand out as much to you?
She might not stand out as much, but I think it's possibly also because I've heard her music before. So maybe she's kind of stuck in my head, you know, just from knowing her music, you know what I'm saying? So I was already a fan. So maybe that's part of the reason, but I'm interested to see because I have several other replacements for her should she not fare well in the future.
Wow.
Of course, I for some reason believe in Ash. She's the girl with the glasses that Frank saw something in. It's something about her that feels special to me.
Let me tell you where Ash belongs, okay?
Oh my God,
Ash belongs, like, she needs to do a duet with Music Soul Child. Oh God, I love Music Soul Child so much. No, Ash is great. I'm with you. And all the girls are beautiful. All of them are talented. But there are certain ones that are special, that are stars. You can have talent, but that doesn't mean you're a star. Okay?
I'm telling you, I see it for Ash. Okay. I feel like I see a little star there.
But I don't see Ash in a group. I see Ash as a solo artist, right?
And you might be right about that.
I see Ash doing her own thing on an acoustic guitar, singing songs with like I said, Music Soul Child. Like, she can make some beautiful music with her style and the swing of her voice. She reminds me of like another alternative to a Janelle Monáe. So everyone who's listening to Janelle Monáe may tune in to Ash, right? She'd be in that algorithm of iTunes, Spotify. Okay,
come on, algorithm of iTunes.
No, if you were listening to Music Soul Child, Janelle Monáe, Estelle,
suggested listen,
Ash would be next, right? Well, Ash, I don't see her blending well with anyone in this group, and I don't see her style unless they're all together as a group, eclectically working at all.
I'm just trying to figure out, because I feel like in a group, I mean, and say what we want to say, there's gonna have to be some background figures and some standouts.
Which is why I don't think Ash is good for that. I think the young lady who hurt Ambria. Which is why I think Ambria is perfect for background. Not that she's a background singer.
No,
girl.
No. That's not what we're saying.
Okay.
But
we're saying that she would blend well in a group. It's not. She's not so different that she would stand out too much. She's not so off that she can't blend.
Yeah.
I think she's the perfect balance between that, and I think Ambria would be a great choice for the group. But I think Ash is just, to me, I think she would do better as a solo artist, and she'd find herself as an artist versus being in a group. Ash is the type of person that if she gets in a group, 10 years later, if she hasn't taken that time to discover who she is as an artist individually, she will look back 10, 20 years later and remember that she was special, right? And she got caught up in the group and trying to, conform to whatever the authorities were trying to create at that time, and she never developed into herself as an individual. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to see that for her. I think this is a good platform for her. It's a good platform for all the young ladies. Like, you all are gonna win. You all are going to kill after this show is over. You're gonna win, and I'm so excited to see what happens to these ladies after the show. I'm here for it. But Ash, to me, is definitely a solo artist, and you're gonna do amazing. I can't wait to see what you guys do.
That's funny, because I see that's the way I see Kayla as a solo artist. I just see her voice is so powerful that I just kind of feel like
Kayla doesn't look like a star though. She don't look like a star. She has a powerful voice and she has a story, but she I can't see her as a solo artist. I see her better as a group.
You know, it's so crazy that we could probably. This is probably the same conversation that Kelly
Frank
and Kelly are having.
I'll be Kelly. I'm Frank. You be Frank. Literally, because you have Frank's list, some of the people on your list, and I got Kelly people on my list. Well, I don't know who's Kelly really. I mean, she picks a couple people, but Kelly is so confused right now. Like, I wish. She seems real disappointed at the same time. You know what I want them to do?
What?
Listen, Kelly.
If
Frank,
you're listening,
you guys listen to me. This is what you need to do. You need to do two things. There's two parts to this exercise. Part one is have all the girls sing the same song. Record them. Do not watch them. Okay?
Ooh.
Just listen to them. This is part one.
Ooh.
Listen to the young ladies. Listen to everybody individually. Don't let them do their own swing to it. Have everyone sing the exact same song. It's like a blind taste test. Sing the same song and you listen to that, and then you do an elimination of those of the audio, right? Then you do a elimination visually. You have them not sing, and you just watch them. Okay? Then we can get down to business.
You know what? And I think we would find our group.
Can you guys put me on the show? I mean, I am an expert in this business. I've been in it long enough, and I know what I'm talking about. I did artist development.
Know music.
Yes, I know exactly what's popping. And if I were Kelly and Frank, that is how I would get closer to my group, and I would start eliminating people, because you have to have a balance, but they don't have a process in place to do any eliminations. They haven't talked about what they're gonna base the eliminations off of.
And we are really getting down to the wire with
Come on,
this
we're
whole
3 episodes in.
process.
Come on, we gotta make some decisions, people.
Okay, so you know what? I feel like we should talk some predictions.
Yes.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
Ooh. You go first.
Okay. Now, I just have this feeling that they're probably going to keep like 1 or 2 of the new girls, right? And then they're going to eliminate 4.
Okay.
4 girls. And I just feel like, but what I really need to see is I need them to whittle it down to about 8. I really do, because I feel like
they're at 15 now, right?
Right. 8 is enough for us to really become a little bit more invested in and really begin to root for. Because right now I feel like it's so many.
Yeah, it is.
I have a problem figuring out, okay, who I like this week and who I like the next, because we don't really get to see that much of any of them.
Okay.
I need to see more camera time, so I'm hoping that is what we get.
So 2 eliminations and 5 subtractions.
Yep.
Or actually more than that, because you said...
Well, 4 of the originals and 1 of the new ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I think Miss Tapioca is going to be out of there. We're not going to see her anymore. I'm not sure what her name is. I feel like at this point they are going to do some intense eliminations. And I believe my 3, Kayla, Song, and Cheyenne, will stay there. These 3 young ladies are going to make it to the end. Those are my predictions. They're going to stay.
I don't know if Song's going to make it. I fear for her safety.
I'm not, you know what? I'm not afraid of Song's safety, or she's secure to me, because every time they say something negative, they back it up immediately with no one can fill a room like her.
This is true. And the problem is sometimes she fills the room so much no one else can fit in the room.
Well, to me, I think if you're going to be a powerful... This is their moment to shine, right?
Right.
This is their moment to shine. They need to shine like a diamond.
You can't, when you're working with a team, you can't shine so bright that you like eliminate everybody else.
Song might be a solo artist.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
I don't see Kayla as a solo artist. I see Song as a solo artist. But I definitely feel like... I don't think they're going to keep any of the new people.
Really?
I feel like they brought them in to shake things up a little bit, but I don't think any of the new people are going to stay. And I could be totally wrong. My prediction is the new people are there to shake things up and to give them another perspective, but I don't think any of those girls are going to stay. Wow. I think they're going to not keep any of the new offers, and they're going to get rid of 3 people. They're going to get rid of 3.
If you had to pick 3 right now that they would
and
get
one
rid
of the 3 is gonna be Tapioca. One was gonna be Ambria, unfortunately.
Oh.
I really think Ambria, you know, I think she has a really strong spirit, and I'm proud of her for sticking in there and staying with it, because you can tell she's been through other stuff in her life, because if this is the first time she's been through something like this, it would have really taken her down. Yeah. But the fact that she stayed through, she kept working, and she had a little bit, you know, of a struggle focusing. That's all she had issues with. I think overall, Ambria is a really strong artist. She can sing her butt off, and she's great. And when she can refocus, she'll be back. Now, she might get eliminated, but they might bring her back.
Oh my God! Let me tell you what I don't want to see.
They do this on every show, on every reality show. They do this on every reality show.
The production. I don't want to see that. I want to see you gone, you gone.
But listen, on every reality show, don't they? And yes, this is a reality show. You guys were checking.
They do.
They get rid of people, and then they bring them back. Like, surprise, such and such is back. You know, come on now. I know what I'm talking about. I've been doing this TV thing a long time now, honey.
So you see a lifeline. Okay.
Yes, they're gonna let her take a break. And then Kelly, because Kelly has a soft heart and a sweet heart, Kelly's gonna bring her back because she is talented. Ambria is talented. First of all of you women are amazing and talented.
You are.
You're like just gorgeous and talented. I wish I could sing. I actually can. I did karaoke yesterday.
Karaoke does not a singer make.
I sang some Alicia Keys and I killed it. Go to my Snapchat. Anyway, but yeah, no, I really think they need to keep the show interesting. Right. They have to.
They do.
Because it got boring.
Well, they can't have another episode like they had today. I mean, because let's just be honest, we were both kind of like, what's happening?
Yeah.
So, with that being said, we have our predictions. We want to know what you think. Obviously, let us know. And we will be back next week for a brand new episode of Chasing Destiny. I am one of your hosts, DJ Richie Scott. You can find me online at DJ Richie Scott on Twitter and Instagram, at Richie Scott on Snapchat, and on my website, richiescott.com. Where can they find you?
Everybody can find me at Niena Drake on Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, and Periscope. And you can also go to my website, nienadrake.com. But, you know, just hit me up. I'll be here next week.
Yeah, be sure to follow us at AfterBuzz TV.
Yes.
Online. Listen, share this.
Yes.
Like it. Comment, tweet us. We want to know your thoughts.
Predictions.
We enjoy predictions, and we want to comment back. We want to talk to you, so talk back with us. Yes. Once again, DJ Richie Scott.
Niena J.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.